Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Coffee with Craig show. We'll be talking about commercial real estate in Central and Eastern Europe. So good Thursday morning, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Coffee with Craig show. A lot going on this week. Everyone, I imagine, is getting prepared for Expo Real, which is taking place Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday next week. And also, if you're going down a little bit earlier for Oktoberfest. Anyway, our team from Europa Property and from Serbia Monthly will be there. So drop me a note anytime you're there or before you get there if you want to meet up, and any kind of events you have, conferences, discussion panels, anything in Central Eastern Europe, South and Eastern Europe. Always happy to come and cover the event, do some photos, get some quotes. Also, we're doing some interviews as well, so if you'd like to be part of the Coffee with Craig show, let us know. Full week next week down there. We've also got 2 exact weeks after Expo Real, we have our CRE Awards in Budapest, covering Southeastern Europe and also Czech Republic, Slovakia, Serbia. A lot of nominations in for that, a lot of interest in for Budapest as well. A lot of investors looking at Hungary, looking at Budapest specifically for investments. So if you're not signed up for that event, now's the time to do it before Expo Real, to make sure you've got a space. 3 weeks after Expo, or 1 week after the CRE Awards, we have our CEE Investment Awards in Warsaw. Lots of new. I see, Winston, you're getting ready to get the final votes in and putting out the short list here pretty soon.
Yeah, final touches are on it, and I think that'll be live tomorrow.
Right. Oh, okay, great. And I see there's a lot of new investors in the market. And
yeah,
a lot of names I heard of, but we hadn't seen last year.
The market's pretty active.
Mm-hmm. So great opportunity to meet some investors, meet some new investors coming back in the market. I saw a couple new Czech investors as well, doing a lot in Poland. So another good group to meet. Some Hungarian investors and businessmen also coming up, and a lot from Western Europe as well. After that, for the end of the year, I think there's only MAPIC after that at the end of November, beginning of December. So anyone with any retail opportunities for retailers to expand commercial real estate space or retail space, but also on the logistics side, it seems that so many of these retailers are just taking a lot more logistics place and last mile hubs. So if you've got anything also opportunities for e-coms and last mile logistics, let us know, because that's the magazine to be in for hitting all the retail. We'll take a little break. We'll show you a little commercial about our CRE Awards, and we'll be right back with Winston Norman and today's news, on the highlights of today's news on EuropaProperty.com. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Craig Smith, publisher of EuropaProperty.com. Welcome to the 4th annual Europa Property CRE Awards, the only international real estate awards event based in Budapest, Hungary, and covering the surrounding region. After a year of online events, now we are finally able to meet face-to-face with international, regional, and local commercial real estate professionals. With over 10 countries covered, including Hungary, Czech Republic, Slovenia, Slovakia, Serbia, Croatia, Montenegro, Bosnia and Herzegovina, Albania, and Ukraine, this will be an event not to be missed. Check out our website, creawards.net or EuropaProperty.com. So welcome back to the Coffee with Craig show, and we're here with Winston Norman to talk about the highlights on the EuropaProperty.com site. Good to see you, Winston.
Good to see you, Craig, and thanks for the intro. Mm-hmm. And yeah, we'll start with Immofinanz, and obviously there's been lots of restructuring at that company, mm-hmm. With it being taken over by the CPI Property Group, right. And they recently announced that CPI sold their retail portfolio to Immofinanz, and now they're the next part of this deal. Is Immofinanz is going to sell its Hungarian office portfolio to S Immo.
Okay.
And This is the Hungarian portfolio consists of 6 buildings in Budapest with around 124,000 square meters of rentable space, and they're hoping that the closing of this transaction will be the end of this year. And this is part of Immofinance's strategy that's it's going to continuation its value creating growth course, so they say, and new investments will focus on retail and office assets in the current environment. In addition to active portfolio management, will include the sale of real estate with a combined value of roughly €1 billion and the investment in properties with high returns in the Immofinance core markets, or the use of these funds to repay debt. And so I think Immofinance is focusing on its stop shop format, which is very popular in the region right now.
Sure.
Moving to Poland, and the EBRD is lending 300 million zlotys to Santander Group for greenhouses and green homes. And this is going to help homeowners to improve the energy and resource efficiency of residential buildings. And Santander will lend the funds through local currencies and to private individuals to finance energy savings, renewable energy sub-projects in residential buildings. And this is going to be photovoltaic solar panels, the replacement of coal-fed boilers. Obviously, the coal is very important in Poland at the moment.
Yeah, I mean, it's been on the news almost every day, right? You don't want to buy, they're burning corn now, yeah.
Oh, corn now, is it? Okay, corn, so replacing corn-fed boilers.
Yeah, corn-fed boilers, yeah.
So, you know, winter's coming, and energy is obviously plays a huge, even a massive role in the current market.
Well, it's good to see that EBRD is helping out with that.
You know? Exactly, yeah. Staying in Poland and moving to Łódź, and Red Tower Co-work has recently opened in Łódź in the Red Tower office building, which is owned by the WarrenPex Group. And it's been opened by Memos, which is a co-working company which is part of the WarrenPex Group. And this new flexible space, it takes the entire 12th floor, and it offers around 60 co-working spaces for tenants. And this is the third one in the Memo brand throughout Poland. They already have one in Łódź, and they have another one in Krakow.
A lot happening in Łódź on the office market side. A lot of buildings going up there, or have been going up.
Yeah, I mean, the last few years, Łódź is completely transformed. You know, it's got very popular with backspace offices and office development there, and be interesting to see, you know, what is going on.
And who's going to move in there.
Yeah, exactly. And finally for today, the DTA Group, which is a forwarding warehouse contract logistics company, has doubled its space in MLP Park Pruszków 2. And this facility is scheduled for handover in the second half of next year. And the tenant was advised on the transaction by EuropaProperty. And MLP Pruszków 2 is obviously a modern logistics centre located on the outskirts of Warsaw. And it's one of the region's largest complexes with around 400,000 square meters of BREEAM certified space.
Excellent. Well, thank you for that, Winston. That wraps it up for the day?
That wraps it up for today, Craig. Yeah.
All right. So thank you all for watching the Coffee with Craig show. We now on LinkedIn have just passed a mile mark of 500 registered subscribers just on the Coffee with Craig show. So, you know, I'd say that's over almost half of our complete viewership every
growing audience
every week. Yeah, so over 7,000 a week. So great to see that you're all registering for it, and you know, it's a niche that's working out very well and keeps expanding. So enjoy the rest of the day. We will see you on Friday morning to wrap up the week and take off and get ready for Expo Real. Click here to subscribe to the Coffee with Craig show, and don't forget to share it with your friends.